Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. You guys are all in for a treat this evening. As you can see, we have our students from grades 1 through 3 who are going to be leading us in our prayers and our service this evening. And in addition, we have another special treat, which is Rabbi Ben Schefter, who is the rabbi at McMaster Hillel, is going to be sharing a story with us this evening. So without further ado, let's get started.
So we are going to invite our Temple Anshe Sholom Religious School teachers to come up and lead us in the candle lighting. And invite our student readers to come up and read us a little reading before. Where's James? James, come over here. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, that's cool. Keep going. Okay.
As we light these Shabbat candles, we begin a very special time. A time for relaxing, a time for cuddles, a time to celebrate the love of family, a time to enjoy all the fun, the outdoors in our amazing world.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Lean over and say Shabbat Shalom to someone you see nearby. And we're going to share some Shabbat melodies with you. Hine matov u'manayim shevet avi gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet avi gam yachad. How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet avi gam yachad. Bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom, shiri biri biri bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom. Join us. Shabbat Shalom,
Hey!
Shabbat Shalom,
Hey!
Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom,
Hey!
Shabbat Shalom,
Hey!
Shabbat 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 Shalom. I forgot to say that our visual theme tonight is thinking about Passover. So you'll see a lot of things made with matzah or matzah itself in our slides. And if you're looking for that and you want to show us that you saw it, just going to ask you to do this on your head. If you see there's matzah on the, I see you're watching. All right. We're going to welcome the Shabbat cream.
You said you would tell us.
Okay. All right. Some people like to count the matzah, and I did promise them I would tell them how many so they could quiz people afterwards. Okay, here we go. We're going to welcome the Shabbat bride singing L'chad Odi. L'chad Odi, L'chad Kala, B'nei B'nei Shabbat, L'chad L'chad Odi, L'chad Kala, B'nei B'nei Shamor v'zachor v'divorecha. Ishmi anu el hamiuchad Adonayecha. O shamoecha. L'shem u'tifereti la 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 la. Echad echado. Echakala. B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Echal echad likrat likrat kala. B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Eat orrery, kiva orek kumi ori ori shir daveli kavod Adonai olayik tekila lelanda 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 likrat likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela lechal echad likrat likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. We invite you to rise if you're able to face our entrance door so we welcome Shabbat right in among us. Boi v'shalom atem et bala gam b'simcha u'b'sola toch Adonai hamsevula boi chala boi chala no Likrat likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela lechal echad yadi likrat likrat kala b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. We're going to invite everyone to rise as we complete our barchu, our call to worship. Yeah. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Pass it on. Love with all your heart. Love with all your soul. Love with all your might. Each and every day. Love our God. Pass it on. Pass it on. Teach it to your kids. Teach them how to live. Teach it in your home and on your way. Love our God. Love our God. Pass it on. Pass it on.
In a single moment, everything changed. We thought we were trapped, and suddenly
We are free!
free to walk a new path, free to hold hands and make a friend, free to sing our thanks to the source of it all.
Ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 mi kamo kata eli madonna mi kamo kane la kote nora te kilo kose bere nora te kilo kose bere Adonai lo leolam ba'ed Adonai lo leolam ba'ed Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael Hashtibeinu Adonai Sheloheinu Shalom Hamideinu Shomreinu Lechaim Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashtibeinu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom. Hamideinu Shomreinu Lechaim. invite everyone to rise for tefillah. Okay, so you need to turn it on. Wait. Ananananana, Adonai. Anananana, ananananana, Spatai Tika. Ananananana, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Ananananana, Adonai. Anananana, ananananana, Spatai Tika. Ananananana, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibur ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Hasdei Avot ve'imachot, U'mevii Geulah livnei bneihem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Chozer Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid haGashem, Mechakel chaim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, u'midom elav, melech memid u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua v'ne'emanat ha'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yechalu haselah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. Go back. Okay, first.
Peace begins with saying sorry.
Peace begins with not hurting others.
Peace begins with honesty and trust. Peace begins with showing cooperation and respect. Peace begins with me. No, me.
Me, everybody.
Me.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, De'achulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, De'achulam. Salam Aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, 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 aleinu ve'akol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom aleinu ve'al kulam. We invite everyone to take a silent prayer moment for themselves. are very fortunate tonight. I guess the rabbi's going to introduce this part. Okay.
We are very fortunate tonight to have with us one of the people I think is a true gem of our community. We've been really privileged over many years to have a wonderful partnership with McMaster University Hillel and the students there. And McMaster's Hillel has had outstanding leadership in the last number of years, and part of that has been the presence of Rabbi Ben Schefter as their director and their rabbi. And he serves students, but he also serves in many ways our entire community, because you know what? Looking around at all of you guys in, 18, 19 years, you can go to McMaster too, and you can be part of the Hillel there as well. So you're getting a little taste of the good stuff to come. So it's my pleasure to welcome my colleague, my dear colleague, Rabbi Ben Schefter, to share with us a story. Ooh, he came armed.
I did. Thank you, Rabbi Cohen, and thank you, Captain Paula, and everyone. It has really been a pleasure. It's a long time coming. I moved to the community 5 years ago. What? Can you all hear me?
But online they won't hear you.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Okay. Well, you said we'll walk around sometimes. So I don't know. Okay. So it's been a long time coming. I've been meaning to come out and as the rabbi and now the director at Hillel at McMaster. It's really been a pleasure to serve all students of all different backgrounds, and one of the important pieces of being able to really serve everyone is to make sure that everybody is able to be connected to the various institutions that our community is lovely to have. And so I'm really honored to be here. And in particular, we wanted to honor and thank you and your congregation for all of the support that you give the students week in and week out, whether it was services, letting us use the building, even last week when we were here until 1:30 in the morning partying, having our end of the year social formal, which has become a staple of the undergraduate students here. So we really want to say thank you, and it's just a little token of our appreciation. So I was asked to tell a story that is connected to Passover. As we know, this Shabbat is what's called Parshat HaChodesh. It's the Shabbat right before or coinciding with Rosh Chodesh Nisan, which is the month that Passover comes in. And so this is the time that we're all supposed to start getting ready. And when I think about Passover, one of the most important messages that I think about is actually the 4 children. Does everyone know the 4 children at the Seder? What are they? Who are they?
So there's the wicked one,
Yeah.
the intelligent one,
Mm-hmm.
the simple one, and the one who's not brainy enough to even ask a question.
Okay. I love that. What I love about the 4 children is there are a lot of different interpretations, a lot of Haggadot out there. And sort of when I was thinking about what story to tell tonight, one idea that sort of came while teaching about the 4 children with the McMaster students, actually at the beginning of COVID, really struck a chord, and so I decided to share it with you all tonight, and we'll see where it goes. So there is a story. A long time ago, there was an apple tree. There's a tree in a field, and it was a lonely little apple tree, and there was no one around. And it felt kind of lonely, and it wished that it had some friends around. And after a year, all of a sudden there were little sprouts, and they started to come, and they started to grow, and eventually they started growing bigger and bigger, and they were actually taller than the tree. And the apple tree was a little bit sad because it was short, it never really got particularly tall, and it didn't exactly have the nicest flowers. And so there was one tree that had a lot of flowers, and there was one that was really, really tall. And one night, it looked up and it saw that the really tall ones had stars in them. And the apple wished, if only I could be taller, I would be able to have stars in me. And it was really down on itself. The apple tree, even though it had apples, really was envious of all the other trees. And then one night, while it was sitting there praying, hoping maybe it could get taller, it could have stars come in, a little angel came down and it spoke to them and it said, "Apple tree, you know that you wish that you were something else, but you know that you actually have a star inside of you. So if you take an apple and cut it, oh no, this one doesn't have it. You can see a star. There are other apples that it's a little bit more dramatic. We will pass this around. I actually should have tried this apple. You know they're all different ones. But if you actually cut an apple this way, you will see a star and realize that it had the star inside of it all along. And when we think about the 4 children, often there are ideas that there are different, we might label a kid as one of the children or another, but one of the things that really came forward working with the McMaster students and working with everybody and getting to know everyone in the community is that each type of person, you have a little bit of that person inside of you, and in reality, we all need those different types, and it's always important as we go into Passover to remember that we all have a little star inside of us. Shabbat Shalom.
Toda Rabbah. Toda Rabbah. Story by Rabbi Ben. That's amazing. We're going to tell a story in song now. You know, the main story of Passover starts with baby Moses in the basket, as we know. And we're going to tell the whole story in this song. You guys can come on up and sing it with me. But did you know, you're going to use a Haggadah at your Seder, that Moses isn't in the Haggadah. No, Moses isn't in the Haggadah. May sound funny, but it really is so. Oh, Moses isn't in the Haggadah. They're saying, where is that song? Now, that was just a little added song. Now we're going to sing this great song.
When I heard that for the first time, I was like, huh?
No, it's true. Moses isn't in the Haggadah.
Basically one of the main characters.
Yeah, he is, and he's not in it, but we're going to sing about him now, so you won't
The
miss.
story
Here we go.
of Passover.
Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the river Nile. Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Yocheved gave birth to a strong baby boy. She hid him while he started to thrive. And soon she had a plan to put him in the Nile. It was the only way that he'd survive. Oh, baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Miriam, his sister, loved her baby brother dear. She helped her mother with his care. Oh, when it came time to leave him in the reeds, she watched him till he was found there. Oh, baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Sing it with us. Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Pharaoh's daughter finds the basket floating in the Nile. She knows it is a Hebrew boy. Miriam brings her mother in to suckle the child. Now Yocheved holds her pride and joy. All together now. Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Oh, baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the river Nile. Moses grew to lead the Jews to the promised land. God had sent him to set them free. Without the love and courage of the woman at the Nile, it would have changed the source of history. Oh, baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the riverside. Baby Moses in a basket on the river. Baby Moses in a basket on the river Nile. Hope everyone's getting ready for Passover. Please rise for the conclusion of our service for the Aleinu. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn now to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to all of humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. At this time, we remember Rona Lewinstein, who passed away during the last month, during Shloshim, and those whose yahrzeit occurred during this past week: Marshall Shapiro, Anna Eisenberg, Sarah Yanover, David Green, Eddie Harris, Joseph Gould, Mary Demby, Sam Manook, Sarah Wasserman, Solly Adler, and Solomon Frank. And of course, we remember all those Israelis who were brutally murdered, al Kedushat Hashem, by the terrorists in the massacre on October 7th, and in those who have perished in the 6 months this week.
Rabbi, we're also remembering Kimberly Smith.
6 months of war that have followed. And we're also remembering
Kimberly
Smith. Zichronam levracha, may the memories of the righteous be for all of us as an abiding blessing as we remember and we praise God with the Kaddish at home, the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found in your Siddur on page 598. 598. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chai echon v'yom echon, v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei kudushat brechu, le'ela mikol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran b'yoma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav, v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all those who mourn, and comfort to all those who are bereaved among us. And we say together, amen. Please be seated. And I'd like to now invite Mr. Bill Sugar to come and share some announcements with us.
I feel like I should be shorter. Shabbat Shalom. And Shabbat Shalom. Our celebration of Shabbat will continue tomorrow morning. Join with Cantor Baruch for Shabbat morning prayers and songs at 10:30 a.m., followed by Torah study with Rabbi Cohen at 11 a.m. And both sessions are available online or in person in the library. Religious school begins as usual at 9:15 a.m. Next Friday, we will welcome guest musicians Jordan Abraham and Jeff Hibka for a rousing klezmer Shabbat service. That's not to be missed. Doesn't say that here, sorry.
It's also the bat mitzvah.
Yeah, well, I'm getting to
Oh,
this.
is that coming up?
It's like you and the
Maybe that's
rabbi.
too.
Yeah. And to add to the joy, we will also be celebrating Rebecca Walsh's bat mitzvah of Rebecca becoming bat mitzvah. This service will begin as usual at 7 p.m. So it's a double next week, on next Friday, so be there. Passover is just how long away? 2 weeks, I think. About 2 weeks. We are accepting bookings now for our fully catered community Pesach Seder with Rabbi Ann Cantor, which will take place here at the temple on the second night. That's Tuesday, April 23rd, beginning at 6:30 p.m. Please contact the temple office to reserve your place at the Seder. And the festival morning service, the next morning, will begin. Oh, same day, sorry. Our festival morning service for the first day of Pesach will take place on Tuesday, that morning, yes, April 23rd at 10:30 a.m., followed by a festive Pesach Kiddush luncheon. So you just can stay the whole day. So be there on Tuesday morning. And thank you to Rabbi Ben. Thank you, Rabbi. And the McMaster Hillel students for being with us this evening. Always appreciated. And thank you to Maura, Dora Ann, and our wonderful grades 1 to 3 religious school students for participating and leading, in fact, our services this evening. And thank you to the McMaster Hillel students again for sponsoring the Oneg Shabbat this evening, which we will have directly following services. And thank you to Leah Ainsworth for preparing it, which means it's going to be great. Thank you to Alan Wedham and Jacob Genscher for managing our streaming equipment, and to Michelle Gunn for serving as our Zoom host. And your efforts are all greatly appreciated. Shabbat Shalom. Roy still has a job next week.
Okay, I wanted to just say that. So as part of our Purim mitzvot that we do, we create matzonot la'avonim, which are gifts for those in need. So our school, with some generous sponsors who were able to donate to be able to purchase all the items, our high school kids went out and did some budgeting and figured out how much we could buy based on how much we had raised. So there are bags out underneath the kippah cart, the talit cart. There's still some left, so if you want to take, they're to keep in your car, so when you see someone in need at a corner, or you could just hand it out to them and help sort of give somebody something that they need at the time. So they are out there to take, so please do take what's left.
Pick one up. Pick one up. Okay, we're going to invite all the young people up. Anyone who wants to come up, because we're going to bless the wine and we're going to bless the oil. Every week we have delicious challah baked by our master challah baker, Rhonda DeHaan. She's incredible. All right. I don't want to be in your way. Let me get out of here. You're the main event tonight. All right. And Maura Camille is holding the wine for us. We'll take the little cap off. Isn't it funny we have a cap for a wine? I guess so no flies go in it or something. I'm not sure why.
I don't think
No
flies
dust?
can it.
No dust? All right. You
Well,
ready?
I mean, wine is basically like ready for
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. Now maybe more Dora Ann will get called. You have to drink now. L'chaim.
No, I think that
Was it a good year? Good.
when I was in preschool, a table fell on my head.
A challah. Yummy.
And
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Let's rip that challah apart.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Yes. Yes.
What a great job tonight, everyone. Thanks for meeting us.